Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. With me Leni. In this video I will review some short film. The title is Human Form. Let's check it out. This time, we will discuss the plot of a short film with a fairly similar to the story. The film, written and directed by Diana, has a pretty interesting story, where a girl with a very beautiful face feels that the face she has is different from another people. She was very unconfident with everyone around her after changing the shape of their face by means of plastic operation. Then, will this girl who already has a beautiful face also perform plastic surgery so she can look beautiful like everyone else? Let's just get into the storyline. The film begins when a little girl named Hyun is having fun drawing in her room. Since she was a child, she has a talent for drawing, and she also really likes to describe something about her family. While Hyun was having fun drawing, she did not realize that her mother went into the room to see what her baby was doing. And then the mother found out what was being shot at the time. Apparently, Hyun is drawing the face of someone who is none other than her own mother. Seeing Hyun's talent, the mother proudly displayed a picture on a wall in Hyun's room. The little girl with a very beautiful face is always smiling whenever the mother pays attention to the result of the picture, and the movie is just beginning. A few years have passed. The little girl with the sweet smile grew up to be a beautiful teenager with white and clean skin, but somehow it seems like she doesn't really like the face she has today. Shortly afterwards, one of her friends called Fitria came to her. Hyun had asked what caused Fitria to come late. Fitria replied that she was scolded by her homeroom teacher because that day she don't do the course. After hearing the answer, she immediately tidied up her belongings and they both went to the same beauty clinic. While in the waiting room, they also enjoyed Milky candies while joking jokes. Then Putri asked Hyun if Hyun had asked permission to her parents that he went to the beauty clinic. Apparently, Hyun did not tell her parents about the incident. Out of bedroom, Putri asked Hyun to show her the notebook in her bag. But suddenly, there was someone who was calling Hyun's name. Hyun immediately approached the person while carrying her notebook. In there, Hyun looks very anxious when the person, who is a beauty doctor, is looking at the contents of the notebook. Apparently, Hyun came to the place because she changed her face to look like the picture in the notebook. But it looked like not doctor, so that because the cost of changing face is very expensive. Hearing that, Hyun's face suddenly turned very sad. Then Hyun asked the cost that to spend so that her face could be as beautiful the face that the beauty clinic doctor had. But after hearing the answer from the doctor, Hyun looks very frustrated with her leaving the place without saying a word to Putri. The night she was having dinner with her mother and old sister, she began gossiping about a neighbor who had been bitten by her own pet dog. Even the neighbor's hand got infected and he couldn't walk for a few days. Apparently, it happened because his neighbor's dog had been in plastic operation, so his face became more attractive than the very first one. Plastic surgery has become a trend in the wider community. Not only humans even undergo plastic surgery. Although the cost is quite expensive, people are willing to spend money ranging from tens to hundreds of millions in order to appear like their idol. Even though it is just too tall attractive, hearing that Him Young feels that the face she has today is not enough to appear confident in public. She also wanted to perform plastic surgery like everyone else, including her mother and older sister. Him Young hopes to have the plastic surgery before undergoing a photo shoot for her school yearbook. Her sister also replied that she did not need to do plastic surgery because her current face already looks quite attractive. In addition, Him Young is still in high school, so she does not have to rush to do so. But Him Young still forced herself because her sister used to have plastic surgery before the yearbook shooting session. She asked that the mother approved it, but the mother insisted that she could have plastic surgery if she used the money herself. Shortly after, the father, who had just returned from work, immediately sat there to join dinner with the three of them. But he was confused by the behavior of the mother and sister. Then he asked what happened to them, but she immediately left them all. While sitting on the park chair, Him Young was very sad because she thought that his family no longer loved her. Then suddenly Putri came while carrying a bag of Him Young that had previously been in a race at the beauty clinic. But when she saw Putri's face, she was surprised because it turned out that Putri has plastic surgery. Putri also asked if her face looked strange or not, but she did not say anything and she left Putri just like that. Him Young feels that everyone no longer loves her. The mother, of the father, of the sister, and even her best friend Putri can do plastic operation, but somehow only herself is not allowed to do so. She was sad because she had a different face and was not as attractive as those around her. Him Young's feelings are now completely destroyed. Since childhood, she idolized her mother because the face owned by her mother is very beautiful. Him Young hopes that she can look like her mother when she grows up. But now she can't achieve her dreams because she doesn't have enough money to do plastic surgery. But now she can't achieve her dream just because she don't have enough money to do plastic surgery. She also does not know to earn a lot of money, so she can do plastic surgery with her own money. She continued working until she finally saw a seat from a new beauty clinic that was in need of volunteers to perform plastic surgery at the clinic. Without further ado, Him Young immediately came to the clinic and talked to the doctor who was there. The doctor then told Him Young to sign a paper of approval so that she could immediately perform plastic surgery on Him Young's face. After performing plastic surgery, all the badges of Him Young's face began to be opened one by one. Now Him Young's face has changed to the way she wants. But suddenly, there was a voice from the doctor who performed the plastic surgery was calling out the name Him Young. The doctor sounded very panicked when he told Him Young to open her eyes. And it turns out that the operation performed on Him Young was not successful. All she saw before was just a dream. Now she can't even open her eyes because Him Young is currently in a critical condition. Shortly afterwards, Him Young returned to the home while everyone was enjoying their dinner. Initially, everyone was acting meditational. Him Young's mother, father, and sister continued their dinner until finally, when they saw Him Young's face, they were all shocked because Him Young had plastic surgery and her face has now changed like most other people. But they all never realized that the person in front of them today is not Kim Young, but a cloth person with a face that has been plastic surgery. The man came there to replace Kim Young because after failing the perform plastic surgery, Kim Young's face could not be returned. Even her face cannot be repaired in any other way. Now no one knows what happened to the original Kim Young and the story is over. Okay, the message that can be taken from this film are for those of you who feel you have flaws. Never be ashamed to achieve and that reality. Be yourself and never try to be someone else, because basically you are all born not to be a perfect person. Sometimes we are all tested not to show our weakness, but to discover all the advantage we have. Okay, that's from me. Thanks for your nice attention. And as I said, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you on the next video. Bye.